In the pursuit of a clearer understanding, we shall turn our attention to a matter that requires expeditious consideration in order to avoid any future perplexity. Modernity, with its tendency to denounce the former empires, has accused them of imposing a great burden upon humanity. However, we must concede that throughout history it was the kingdoms that were instrumental in maintaining peace and order. It is of paramount importance to acknowledge that in the present day, several powerful kingdoms, such as the United Arab Emirates, the Kingdom of Norway, the Kingdom of Sweden, the Kingdom of Denmark, the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland and Japan, have emerged as the most advanced, prosperous, and happiest nations on the planet. On the other hand, several republics, including some that proclaim to be democratic, have failed to achieve the same level of success and have demonstrated a lower life expectancy and gross domestic product in comparison. This observation necessitates further inquiry into the reasons for such a discrepancy. It is conceivable that the traditional system of governance offered by the kingdoms has played a pivotal role in securing their prosperity and well-being. It is likely that their robust and well-established institutions, coupled with their deep-seated cultural values and traditions, have facilitated the growth of a stable and just society. Therefore, it is our contention that the kingdoms of old, and the contemporary ones as well, must not be discredited as they have proven to be valuable entities that have provided their citizens with a higher quality of life. Indeed, the historical record shows that kingdoms and empires were often successful at maintaining stability and promoting prosperity. The centralized power of monarchies allowed for effective decision-making and implementation of policies, which in turn fostered economic growth and the development of infrastructure. In contrast, modern democratic systems can often be hindered by the cumbersome bureaucracy and political gridlock that can arise from a more decentralized power structure. Furthermore, the United Arab Emirates, Norway, Sweden, Denmark, the United Kingdom, and Japan all boast a strong sense of national identity and cultural continuity, which is a testament to the enduring power of their monarchies. These nations have been able to strike a balance between preserving their traditions and embracing technological progress, leading to their high levels of development and happiness. It is clear that the success of these kingdoms is not a mere coincidence, but rather the result of their unique political systems and cultural values. In our present times, the modern man is perplexed as to why he turns to representative democracy, a system that is intricate and difficult to maneuver in his quest for happiness. In his own egotistic desire, he views the appointment of political justice from his side of the spectrum as a way to ease society of its afflictions, and considers himself to be part of the movement for the lesser of two evils. However, in the context of the United States of America, both Republicans and Democrats are culpable of this. Both parties admit that certain politicians within their ranks may not necessarily advocate for their exact beliefs or even contradict them, but would rather see them in power for the sake of party affiliation. The negative impact of factionalism on representative democracies is apparent, raising the possibility that only an alternative democracy may hold any weight to govern a people within an organized state, which can take on many forms. A direct democracy was more or less in practice in interwar Catalonia for a brief period of time, or during the initial inception of the independent Ukrainian state before its incorporation into the Soviet republics in the 1920s. Furthermore, a non-stratified authoritative democracy, diverging from despotic authoritarianism, and similar to democracies that define themselves as parliamentary and sometimes constitutionally monarchical, although not representative in the conventional sense, may also be employed. Non-stratified authoritative democracies, direct democracies, and constitutional monarchies work well for most nation-states, albeit different countries may prosper through different systems. It must be noted that only a few countries that employ different and even radical forms of government can achieve notable success. Therefore, it is imperative that we recognize what works within the wider ambit of the United Nations. These three systems of government, namely authoritative, direct, and constitutionally monarchical, are grounded in biology, meritocracy, and in line with the social Darwinism that is indisputably present in human politics. They are destined to be the leaders in the line of action-based progress in the near geopolitical future.